Our first question from Christian Williams asks, can you speak on making the transition from stand-up to acting and voice acting? And what is your favorite show or movie you've gotten to work on?
Oh, okay. Yeah, first I will say that like they're so different. They're very different jobs, and but what's different about them is just kind of like the technical speak and not knowing terms. It's kind of like it's a lot of different industries. Like whether you're in the medical industry or you're a lawyer, there's these terms that that other civilians don't know. So when I first was going from stand up to acting, there were things that scared me, like when people would say, "Hey, turn camera side." I did not know what that meant. Hit your mark. I did not know what that meant. And so that was the scary part of it. But coming from stand up, it gave me this background of like, okay, I can look at it. I can look at these scenes like jokes, and I can look at my lines as if they're my set list, And I've done that kind of with everything I do. I try not to betray my base and my background. Like even when I write, I try to write my own series. I try to write different, so a few pilots. But if you go into my initial like drafts, they're kind of like sets. They're just like this is the order, this is the end, this is it's 1 2 3 4, like it's a set. Because that's how I learned to write. And so I kind of take that with acting and voice acting as well. One of the biggest lessons I learned, and some of the best advice I can give, is to stay humble and to not think success in one area means that you have success in the other area, but that it does mean that you can have a base. Like I know I'm funny. So I was like, okay, that I can learn the rest. I know I'm funny. I know I'm likable. I know people want to watch me. So the rest I can learn. And that's what I would say. Learn it. Go to acting class. Have a respect for it. If you truly want to do it, because that's what I did. As soon as I moved to LA, within 6 months, I was in acting class, and I've been in acting class continuously since then. Like I don't leave. Like I know I don't have a respect for people who don't respect the craft. Like to me, it's such a blessing to have these jobs, to have that opportunity. And I always know I hated it when an actor or a wrestler or somebody came in to stand up, and then they were like, "Oh yeah," I remember I would talk to some wrestlers and be like, "Oh, I've tried stand up. The first show I did was an hour," and it's just like, "Well, you didn't really do stand up."
Right.
You
Exactly.
got on stage and you told some stories until you left, you know? So like I don't have respect for that. And I knew I didn't want to be that as an actor. I didn't want to come in and have actors be like, "Oh, this guy he's just mugging and just hitting lines. He doesn't care. He doesn't know about the arc. He doesn't know about intentions. He doesn't know anything like that." So I stay in class. And I think one of the major differences that my acting teacher taught me was that, and it helped my stand up actually, is that stand ups are usually taught to stay above their feelings and to just comment on the situation. And that doesn't work for acting. You have to be in your body. You have to be in your feelings. You have to go on the journey. That's why Seinfeld is a great comedian and great on his show, but he's not a great actor because he doesn't go into any feelings. And so I learned that I wanted to do that. And then I kind of would say, oh, like, I can take those feelings and then use that in my stand up. So now I'm not only getting laughs, I'm taking you on this journey. I'm making you feel, I'm talking to you about my son. I'm talking to you about my life. I'm making you care about me. And to me, that's like just as powerful as getting a big laugh.
And his
I
other
don't know if that answered your question.
Oh, for sure. No, that was very thorough. Thank you so much for sharing that. Because I
But
have
I'll answer
heard.
the second part, which was the favorites. My favorites that I've done so far. I really loved acting with Dan Harmon. I did a thing with him called Great Minds, where I got to be Edie Amin, and just his process of like when I showed up there, they didn't even have a script. Like he was just like, this is what we're thinking about. Let's work it out together, and then we'll figure it out. And I feel like it was probably some of my best acting because of that. I really liked my role in Future Man because I thought that I did some solid acting there. And I say my voiceover is Harley Quinn. Like I think that's like super funny and a really good show and just some of my best work.